Several years ago, when we began working with the kids from the Kipsangbo slum, it came to my heart that we were simply treating our kids as recipients. We were the givers. There's nobility in giving. And so if it's more blessed to give than to receive, how dare me, how dare any of us be positioned to dismiss their opportunity to give unto others. Give them the opportunity to have that nobility and to be blessed. The curriculum is outlined in 8 lessons.
The first 2 are an introduction to what we're going to be talking about, where we talk about how it's important to think about how the kids are just one, but they are part of something much bigger than themselves.
Then it moves on to let them know that God has plans for them, and we want them to be alert and available to those plans, to respond to those plans. And the key takeaway is that God equips them and gives them what they need to be available to act on God's plans.
The third lesson is the beginning of 5 qualities.
God's desire is that you allow your gratitude to grow into service to others. And each of us has the potential to serve others when we're given the opportunity.
Lesson 4 is all about godly courage, and so we're teaching them that they can always be courageous because God is always with them, and every good thing comes from God, and He never leaves them even when things are difficult. They can call on God to make them stronger.
The other lesson is lesson 5, which is serving with a diligent heart, and that is working hard to fulfill God's plan.
And then there's the persistent heart. We know about the suffering and the pain within their daily lives. And so the persistence is required to help them to endure, understanding that God makes it pretty clear through endurance is the building of character.
So lesson 7 is about love, and it's the last of the godly qualities that we're going to teach them before the call to action. And so in that lesson, we talk about what does it mean to love God? What does it mean to love your neighbor? And what does it mean to love yourself and love the person that God has created you to be?
The final lesson is on saying yes to God's call. Each individual has that opportunity to make that choice. And when they make that choice, then they know that they're a masterpiece, that God has these ambitious plans for them, and they're equipped. And therefore, with that comes that fulfillment of a sense of purpose and meaning and voice that we so desperately desire for them to learn. It is our hope that you use the Each One Reach One curriculum to help youth of poverty recognize they have God-given abilities and possessions to make differences in the lives of others. We also want youth to recognize their full potential and aspire to fulfill God's ambitious plans. Finally, we want youth to develop and value godly character qualities important to maximize their success in their homes, classroom, community, and workplace. We invite you to answer God's call to be one who reaches one. You may not change the world, but you will change the life of one in the world.